The last human ship drifted through dark space like a dying whale. Inside, Captain Sarah Chen looked at her screens with tired eyes. Fuel was almost gone. Food was running out. Children were crying in the halls. "How many worlds now?" asked her second officer, Marcus. 53, Sarah whispered. 53 worlds that said no. Behind them, floating in the cold of space, were the remains of humanity's great dream. 200 years ago, millions of humans had left Earth in giant ships. They were explorers, dreamers, families looking for new homes among the stars. Now only 12 ships remained, and they were dying. The dream becomes nightmare, 1 to 2:30. It started so well. The first human ships had left Earth with parties and celebrations. Children waved goodbye from ship windows. Adults talked about building cities on alien worlds. Everyone believed the galaxy would welcome them. They were wrong. The first world they found was called Zelion Prime. Beautiful blue oceans, green forests, perfect for human life. The Alien Council listened to their request for sanctuary. "No," came the cold reply. "You smell different. You think different. Go away." The second world, Tark 7, had floating cities and kind-looking bird people. Surely they would understand. "Your children are too loud," the bird alien said. "Your food smells bad. Find somewhere else." World after world, the answer was always the same. "No. Go away. You don't belong here." The rejections pile up, 2:30 to 4. Some aliens were polite about it. Others were cruel. On Vegan Colony, the plant people said, "You carry violence in your blood. We can smell it." The crystal beings of Shard World laughed at them. "Look at these soft, wet creatures. They would die in our beautiful light." The worst was at Harmony Station, a place where many species lived together. Humans thought this would be different. They were wrong. "Every species here earned their place," the station master said. "What have humans ever done for the galaxy? Nothing but take and destroy." Old people died. Babies were born in the cold metal of ships instead of under alien suns. Young adults who had never seen a planet wondered what grass felt like. The human fleet kept shrinking. Some ships broke down and couldn't be fixed. Others ran out of fuel and drifted away. People got sick with sadness and never got better. The breaking point, 4 hanks to 5:30. Captain Sarah Chen was born on one of these ships. She had never walked on Earth. Her grandparents told her stories about blue skies and rain, but she had never seen them. Now she was the leader of the last 12 ships. 300,000 humans, all that remained of the Great Exodus. "Captain," her communications officer called. "Message from the Harmony. They found another world." Sarah's heart jumped. "Maybe this time." "The Crystalline Collective reviewed our request," the message said. "Their answer, humans are a disease. They spread and consume. The galaxy is better without them. Go back to your dead world or die in space. We don't care which." Sarah closed her eyes. In the background, she could hear a baby crying. That baby would never know what it felt like to run in grass or swim in an ocean. "That's it," Sarah said quietly. "Set course for Earth." Her officers looked shocked. "Captain, but Earth it's been 200 years. We don't even know if anyone is still alive there." The desperate message, 5:30 to 6:30. Sarah walked to the ship's main computer. Her hands shook as she started recording. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Human Refugee Fleet. It has been 200 years since our ancestors left Earth to find new homes. We visited 53 worlds. They all said no. They called us violent, dirty, unwanted. They told us to go back to our dead world. We are the last. 12 ships, 300,000 people. Many of us have never seen Earth, but we have nowhere else to go. Earth, we're coming home. If anyone is still there. If anyone still cares about us. We're tired of being rejected. We're tired of being unwanted. We don't know if you're alive. We don't know if you remember us. But we're coming home, please. If you can hear this, please don't turn us away like everyone else did." Sarah stopped recording. Her finger hovered over the send button. "Captain?" Marcus asked softly. Sarah pressed the button. The message shot through space toward Earth. The cliffhanger, 6:30 to 7. 3 months later, as the human ships moved slowly toward their lost home, the communications computer beeped. "Message incoming," the officer said, voice shaking. It's from Earth. Sarah's heart stopped. After 200 years of silence, Earth was answering. Put it on screen, she whispered. The screen flickered. And then, the message from Earth came in 3 words. We are here. Captain Sarah Chen stared at the screen with tears in her eyes. After 200 years of silence, Earth had answered. But what did it mean? Was Earth still alive? Did they want the refugees back? There's more coming through, the communications officer said. The screen flickered again. This time, the message was longer. Stay on your current course. Help is coming. Earth never forgot. Sarah's hands shook. Help was coming, after all this time. But she didn't know the real story. She didn't know what had happened to Earth after the Great Exodus. She didn't know that the same aliens who rejected her people had tried to destroy her home. Earth 200 years ago, 1 Saran to 230. When the human ships first left Earth, the planet was peaceful. Green forests covered the land. Blue oceans sparkled under the sun. Cities were small and quiet. People lived simple lives. Earth's leaders watched the ships disappear into space with pride. Our children will find new worlds, they said. Humanity will spread across the galaxy. For 50 years they waited for good news, but no messages came back. Then, on a quiet Tuesday morning, everything changed. The sky filled with alien ships. Hundreds of them. The same species that would later reject the human refugees had come to Earth. The Zelian Empire, the Tark Collective, the Crystal Alliance, all of them together. Surrender your planet, their message said. Humans are a virus. We will clean this world for proper species. Earth's small defense fleet tried to fight. They had 20 ships against hundreds. It was hopeless, or so the aliens thought. The first battle, 230 to 4. The first alien ships landed in major cities around the world. They expected easy victory. Humans were supposed to be weak, they thought. Peaceful farmers and dreamers. They were wrong. The moment alien boots touched Earth's soil, every human on the planet became a soldier. Children learned to fight. Grandmothers made weapons. Scientists worked day and night to understand alien technology. They took our families, said General Martinez, Earth's war leader. They called our children unwanted. Now they want our world too? They picked the wrong species to anger. The first battle lasted 3 days. Earth lost half its cities, but something amazing happened. Instead of breaking, humans got stronger. Every alien weapon they captured was studied and improved. Every alien prisoner told them about their technology. Every defeat taught them new ways to fight. We're not just fighting for our world, Martinez told his soldiers. We're fighting for our children lost in space. Every alien ship we destroy is revenge for every rejection our people faced. Earth's transformation, 4 to 530. The war changed Earth forever. Peaceful farms became weapons factories. Quiet scientists became brilliant war engineers. Kind teachers became fierce soldiers. But the biggest change was in their hearts. Every night, people looked up at the stars and thought about the human ships somewhere out there. Their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, all rejected and alone. We failed them once, said Earth's President Kim. We let them leave to find homes we should have built for them here. We won't fail them again. Earth built secret projects while fighting the aliens. Massive shipyards hidden underground. New weapons that could destroy entire fleets. Most important of all, a tracking system that could find every human ship in the galaxy. Find our children, President Kim ordered. No matter where they are, no matter how far they've traveled. Find them. The tracking teams worked for years. They found signals from the refugee ships jumping from world to world. They heard the rejection messages. They felt the pain of their lost family with every no the refugees received. They're suffering because of our failure, Kim said, tears in her eyes. But they're still alive, and we're going to bring them home. The secret preparation, 5:30 to 6:30. For 200 years, Earth fought and planned. The aliens thought they were winning because human cities kept burning, but they didn't see the underground factories. They didn't know about the hidden fleets. Most important, they didn't know about Earth's promise. In every school, children learned the same lesson. Somewhere in space, our family is lost and hurting. Our job is to bring them home, every soldier trained with the same goal: fight harder, get stronger, or people are waiting. Every scientist worked on the same project: build better ships, make stronger weapons. Our children need rescue. The aliens laughed at human stubbornness. Just surrender, they said. Your people in space are dying anyway. Why keep fighting? Earth's answer was always the same: because family never gives up on family. The message arrives, 6:30 to 7. When Captain Sarah's desperate message finally reached Earth, the War Council was in session. 200 years of fighting had made them hard and strong. But when they heard her voice, scared, tired, begging for home, they cried like children. Admiral Harrison, President Kim said, "Launch the fleet, all of it." Harrison asked, "Every ship, every weapon, every soldier. Our children are coming home, and nothing in this galaxy will stop us." The greatest rescue fleet in galactic history launched from Earth that day. 10,000 ships, built in secret, powered by love and 2 centuries of anger. Captain Sarah Chen was sleeping when the alarm started screaming. "Captain, to the bridge." Her officer shouted over the noise. "You need to see this." Sarah ran to the bridge in her sleep clothes, heart pounding. Were they under attack? Had their engines finally failed? What she saw on the screens made her legs go weak. Ships, thousands and thousands of ships. More ships than she had ever seen in her life. They surrounded the 12 human refugee vessels like a protective wall of metal and light. "Where did they come from?" Sarah whispered. Her communications officer's hands were shaking. "Captain, they're human ships. And they're beautiful." The impossible sight, 1 done to 2:30. The refugee ships looked like old broken toys next to these new vessels. Sarah's ships were held together with patches and prayers. These new ships gleamed like silver stars. Each one was 5 times bigger than her largest vessel. Their weapons could destroy planets. Their shields glowed with power that Sarah's people had only dreamed of. "How many?" Sarah asked. 10,000 ships, Captain. Maybe more. The sensors can't count them all." Sarah felt dizzy. When her ancestors left Earth, the entire human fleet had been only 500 ships. Now somehow there were 10,000 ships that looked like they could conquer the galaxy. "Captain," the communications officer said, "we're getting a message." The main screen flickered. A face appeared, human but different. The man wore a uniform Sarah didn't recognize. His eyes were hard but kind. Behind him, she could see the bridge of a ship that looked like something from a dream. "Refugee fleet. This is Admiral Harrison of the Earth Defense Force. Welcome home. Children." The reunion message, 2:30 to 4. Sarah's crew gathered around the screen. Some were crying. Others just stared in shock. "We received your message," Admiral Harrison continued. "We want you to know, Earth never stopped waiting for you. Every day for 200 years, we looked at the stars and thought about our lost family." The Admiral's voice got softer. "We know what happened. We know about the rejections. We know about the pain. We're sorry it took so long to come get you." Behind the Admiral, Sarah could see other humans working. They all looked strong, confident, nothing like the broken refugees floating in space. "We're sending medical ships now," Harrison said. "Food, supplies, everything you need. Your suffering is over." Sarah found her voice. "Admiral, how did Earth build all this? We thought Earth was gone." Harrison's face got hard. "Earth survived, Captain. We'll tell you that story later. Right now, we need to get you home safe." "Sir?" Sarah's officer interrupted. "Long-range sensors are picking up something. Ships approaching from the outer system." Admiral Harrison nodded grimly. "We know. They've been following you." The alien pursuit, 4 Lumin to 5:30. The ships following the refugee fleet weren't there to help. They were the same aliens who had rejected the humans at every world. When the refugees started heading toward Earth, the aliens got worried. What if Earth was still alive? What if Earth was angry about the rejections? "We should stop them," the Xelian commander had said. "These humans are criminals. They spread disease and violence wherever they go." So they followed. 12 alien fleets from 12 different species, all united in one goal: make sure the human refugees never reached Earth. "There it is," Sarah's sensor officer said. Alien fleet dropping out of hyperspace. It's huge. The alien fleet was impressive. 300 warships from the most powerful species in the galaxy. Ships that had conquered 1,000 worlds. They sent their message on all frequencies. Human vessels, you are under arrest for crimes against galactic peace. Surrender now or be destroyed. Sarah looked at Admiral Harrison's face on the screen. She expected to see fear or concern. Instead, she saw something that looked almost like amusement. Earth's response, 5:30 to 6:30. Admiral, Sarah said, they have 300 ships. Heavy weapons. These are the species that rule half the galaxy. I know, Harrison replied calmly. We've met them before. The alien commander's voice boomed across space. Earth fleet, withdraw immediately. These refugees belong to us now. They will answer for their crimes. Admiral Harrison activated his own communications. When he spoke, his voice was cold as space. Unknown vessels, you are threatening human civilians under Earth's protection. You have 10 seconds to withdraw. The alien commander laughed. You have 10,000 ships, humans. We have killed billions of your kind. What makes you think? 5 seconds, Harrison said. You cannot threaten us. We are the... Time's up. What happened next changed everything Sarah thought she knew about humanity. The Earth ships didn't just attack. They moved like they were dancing. Every shot hit perfectly. Every movement was coordinated across 10,000 vessels, but the most shocking thing wasn't how well they fought. It was how advanced their weapons were. The demonstration, 6:30 to 7. One Earth ship destroyed 3 alien vessels with a single shot. Another seemed to make an enemy ship just disappear. Impossible, Sarah whispered. How did Earth get so powerful? The alien fleet, which had seemed so mighty moments before, was falling apart. Ships that had terrorized 100 worlds were running away like scared children. But then Sarah's sensors picked up something new. Something that made her blood freeze. Admiral, she called to Harrison, there's another ship coming. Big one, really big. The new ship was massive, bigger than anything in either fleet. As it approached, Sarah could see it was different from the others. Ancient, powerful, dangerous. That's a destroyer-class dreadnought, Admiral Harrison said quietly. The alien high command's personal ship. They only send those when they want to make examples. Sarah watched the enormous alien ship position itself between Earth's fleet and the refugees. Its message was simple: surrender the refugees or face total war. The destroyer-class dreadnought was a monster in space. 3 miles long, covered in weapons that could crack planets in half. It had destroyed entire civilizations without breaking a sweat. Captain Sarah Chen had heard stories about these ships. Every species in the galaxy feared them. When the alien high command sent a destroyer, it meant total surrender or total death. The massive ship positioned itself directly between Earth's fleet and the refugees. Its weapons powered up with a sound like thunder. Earth fleet, came the cold voice of the destroyer's commander. You are facing the personal warship of Supreme Commander Vexitar. Surrender the human criminals immediately, or we will demonstrate why the galaxy obeys us. Sarah looked at Admiral Harrison's face on the screen. Surely now Earth would back down. No one fought the High Command and lived, but Admiral Harrison was smiling. The ultimatum, 1 to 2:30. You have 60 seconds to comply, Supreme Commander Vexitar announced. His voice echoed across every ship in both fleets. These refugees have committed crimes against galactic order. They spread chaos wherever they go. They must face justice. Sarah felt sick. After coming so close to home, were they going to be handed over to their enemies? Admiral Harrison opened a channel to all ships. Earth ships, refugee ships, even the alien vessels. Commander Vexitar, Harrison said calmly, let me tell you about crimes. The Admiral's voice got harder. 200 years ago, you drove innocent families from their homes. Children who had done nothing wrong were called criminals. Old people died in space because you wouldn't share your empty worlds. That is ancient history, Vexitar replied. These refugees, Harrison interrupted, are going home, and you're going to let them. Sarah couldn't believe what she was hearing. Earth was defying the most powerful force in the galaxy for them. The challenge accepted. 2:30 to 4. Vexitar's laugh boomed across space. Brave words from a backwards planet. You may have built many ships, but quantity means nothing against superior technology. The destroyer's main weapon began charging, energy readings that made Sarah's old senses scream warnings. When that weapon fired, it would vaporize everything in its path. "Admiral," Sarah called desperately, "that ship can destroy your entire fleet. Please, don't sacrifice yourselves for us. We'll go with them." Admiral Harrison looked directly at her through the screen. "Captain Chen, your ancestors were told they didn't belong anywhere. Today we prove they were wrong. Earth protects its own." He switched to fleet-wide communications. "All ships engage the destroyer. Show them what humans have learned." What happened next made Sarah question everything she thought she knew about warfare. The Earth ships moved like a living thing. 10,000 vessels acting as one mind. They surrounded the destroyer in patterns Sarah had never seen before. But the alien ship was still massive, still dangerous. Its first shot destroyed 12 Earth vessels in a flash of light. Then, Earth fired back. The battle unleashed. 4 down to 5:30. Sarah expected to see normal weapons. Lasers, missiles, the usual tools of space war. Instead, she saw impossibilities. One Earth ship fired something that bent space itself. The destroyer's shield didn't just break. It folded inside out like a piece of paper. Another Earth vessel shot pure darkness. Where the darkness touched the alien hull, metal simply ceased to exist. "How?" Sarah whispered. "How did Earth learn to do this?" Admiral Harrison heard her. 200 years of war, Captain. We had good teachers. The destroyer fought like a wounded beast. Its weapons swept through Earth ships, destroying dozens. But for every Earth ship that fell, 2 more took its place. And the Earth weapons kept getting stranger. Ships that fired time itself, making parts of the destroyer age 1,000 years in seconds. Weapons that attacked the enemy's thoughts, making alien crews forget how to fight. "Impossible!" Vexitar screamed. "These weapons violate the laws of physics." Admiral Harrison's reply was cold. "We learned new laws." The turning tide, 5:30 to 6:30, the battle was turning. The mighty destroyer, terror of the galaxy, was being torn apart by human ingenuity. But Sarah noticed something else. The other alien fleets, the ones that had been following the refugees, were trying to escape. "Oh no," Harrison said, seeing the same thing. "They're running to warn the High Command about our capabilities. If those ships escaped, they would bring the entire alien empire down on Earth. The war that had lasted 200 years would become something much bigger." "All pursuit units," Harrison ordered. "Stop those ships. No alien vessel leaves this system." What followed was not a battle. It was a demonstration. Earth ships caught the fleeing aliens like a net catches fish. Ships that tried to jump to hyperspace found their engines simply wouldn't work. Ships that tried to fight found their weapons turning against them. In 20 minutes, every alien vessel was captured or destroyed, except one. The final confrontation, 6:30 to 7. Supreme Commander Vexitar's ship was dying, but he wasn't finished. "If I cannot have the refugees," he announced, "then no one will." The destroyer's core began overloading. He was going to explode his ship like a bomb, taking everyone with him. "Admiral," Sarah shouted, "he's going to destroy us all." But Admiral Harrison was already moving. His flagship flew straight toward the destroyer, shields blazing. "Sir, what are you doing?" Sarah heard one of his officers ask. "Something we should have done 200 years ago," Harrison replied. His ship flew directly into the destroyer's explosion. The blast lit up space like a new sun. When the light faded, both ships were gone. The explosion faded slowly, like a dying star. Captain Sarah Chen stared at the empty space where Admiral Harrison's ship had been, tears streaming down her face. "He's gone," she whispered. "He died to save us." Around her, the bridge crew was silent. The man who had come to rescue them, who had defied the galaxy for their sake, was gone. But then her communications officer gasped. "Captain, look at the sensors." On the screen, something was emerging from the fading light of the explosion. A ship, damaged, smoking, but alive. "This is Admiral Harrison," came a weak but unmistakable voice. "Sorry about that light show, folks. Anyone miss me?" The cheers that erupted from 12 refugee ships could probably be heard across the galaxy. "The miracle survival, 1 bows to 230. Admiral," Sarah called out, laughing and crying at the same time. "How did you survive that explosion?" Harrison's face appeared on screen, covered in soot but grinning. 200 years of war taught us a few tricks, Captain, including how to survive things that should kill us." Behind him, Sarah could see his bridge crew working frantically to repair their ship. They looked battered but victorious. "The destroyer?" Sarah asked. "Gone, along with Supreme Commander Vextar and his threats." Harrison's expression got serious. "The refugees are safe now. No one in the galaxy will dare touch Earth's children again." But Sarah noticed something in the Admiral's voice. A sadness, maybe. "Don't worry, Admiral, what's wrong? We won. The aliens are defeated," Harrison sighed. "Captain, there's something you need to understand. This battle, it was just the beginning. When the alien high command learns what happened here, they'll send everything they have against Earth." Sarah felt cold fear creep into her heart. "You mean, by saving us, Earth has started a galactic war?" "No," Harrison said firmly. "By rejecting our people 200 years ago, the galaxy started this war. We're just finishing it." The journey home, 2:30 to 4. The combined fleet, Earthships and refugee vessels together, began the long journey to humanity's home world. As they traveled, Harrison told Sarah the full story of Earth's transformation. "After you left, we thought we were alone," he explained. "We built a quiet life, farmed our lands, raised our children. We thought the galaxy was peaceful. Then the same aliens who rejected you came for us. They wanted our world, our resources. They called us a virus that needed to be cleaned from the galaxy." Sarah listened, horrified. "The same species that turned us away, attacked our home. But they made one mistake. They underestimated what humans become when you threaten their family." Harrison showed her recordings from Earth's transformation. Peaceful cities becoming fortress factories. Scientists working day and night to unlock alien technology. Children growing up knowing their lost cousins needed rescue. Every weapon we built, every ship we designed, every battle we fought, it was all for this moment, to bring our people home. Earth appears, 4 count to 5:30. When Earth finally appeared on the screens, Sarah couldn't believe her eyes. The planet her ancestors had left was green and blue and beautiful. But this Earth was something more. Cities of crystalline light stretched across continents. Space stations orbited like silver moons. The planet itself seemed to glow with power and purpose. "Welcome home," Harrison said softly. As they got closer, Sarah saw something that made her cry. Massive screens in Earth's cities showing pictures of the refugee ships. Crowds of people in the streets holding signs that said, "Welcome home," and "We never forgot." "They're celebrating," Sarah whispered. "They're celebrating us coming home." "Captain," her communications officer said, "we're getting thousands of messages from Earth, personal messages. Families welcoming us home." Sarah read a few of them. "To the brave people in space, your rooms are ready. Love, the Johnson family. We planted gardens for you. Come see the flowers. The Chen family. Welcome home, cousins. We saved dinner for you. The landing, 5:30 to 6:30. When Sarah's ship touched down on Earth's soil, she couldn't move for a moment. She'd been born in space. She had never felt real gravity, never breathed real air, never seen a real sky. The ship's doors opened. The first thing that hit her was the smell. Flowers, grass, clean air, things she had only heard about in stories. She took her first step onto Earth and felt the planet solid beneath her feet. Above her, a blue sky stretched forever, with white clouds moving slowly across it. "Is this real?" she asked Admiral Harrison, who was standing beside her. "This is your world, Captain. This has always been your world." Around them, other refugees were taking their first steps on Earth. Children who had never seen grass were running and laughing. Old people were kneeling to touch the soil with their hands, but the biggest surprise came when Sarah saw the crowds of people waiting for them. The Great Revelation, 6:30 to 7. Thousands of humans had come to welcome the refugees home. But as Sarah looked closer, she realized something amazing. These weren't all Earthborn humans. In the crowd, she saw faces that looked familiar, species she recognized from their journey across the galaxy. "Admiral," she said, confused, "those aren't all humans." Harrison smiled. "No, they're not. Over the past 200 years, Earth became something special. Every species that was rejected, cast out, or unwanted, they came here. We welcome them all." Sarah stared in amazement. She saw the bird people from Tark 7, the ones who had called human children too loud. She saw crystal beings like the ones who had laughed at human weakness. She saw plant people, energy beings, species she couldn't even name, all living together on Earth, all holding welcome signs. "The galaxy rejected them just like they rejected you," Harrison explained. "So Earth became home for everyone the galaxy didn't want. We learned that the strongest societies are built on acceptance, not rejection." Sarah looked around at the impossible sight, dozens of species, living in peace, all welcoming the human refugees home. "We're not just bringing humans home, Captain," Harrison said. "We're bringing the unwanted home, and together, we're going to show the galaxy what real civilization looks like." As the sun set on Earth, painting the sky in colors Sarah had never imagined, she realized something wonderful. After 200 years of rejection, humanity had found its true purpose, not conquering the galaxy but healing it, not ruling over others but giving the lost a place to belong. Earth wasn't just humanity's home anymore. It was home for everyone. Final message 7. "And that," Harrison said, putting his arm around Sarah's shoulders, "is how the galaxy learned that when you reject the innocent, you